Hey guys, this is Ticker the Trader, and I am here to talk to you about the Polaris Trend Indicator and all of my technical analysis that I've been pulling off over the past 2 or 3 weeks now. As I told you before, this is a proof of concept page. I have this indicator that I created, and I'm journaling it every single day. But basically, this is an invite-only indicator. It's called the Polaris Trend Indicator. When you get red columns like this, we've got bearish pressure, as you can see, and when we get green columns, we have bullish pressure. We have positive accumulation in the market. If you watch my past streams, if you like this stream, click like and subscribe to this page, but then go to the link in the description where you can get your invite-only subscription-based Polaris Trend Indicator, where you could read exactly how this works, my settings over here on the left, and then you can just click. All I'm asking for is $1 a day. So I am going a little, I usually go live a little bit late, but this indicator has been really, really accurate. We've kept you out of a lot of bad trades. Like for instance, on SPY, on April 2nd, you were not in the market. For me personally, as you could see right here, these candles, I had my 401k, my retirement was on February 18th. I removed that. Actually, it was more like February 3rd because down on the daily, I saw it flash red on the columns. But I've been out of the market until around, if I go to the daily, somewhere in the 502, 505 range. So I put it back in. Now I have full confidence that the market is going to rally at least up to somewhere in the range of 580 or so, or 560 to 580. So right now I have this issued as a buy, daily buy. And the reason why I'm saying that, if you're new to this channel, this weekly right now has not flipped green yet, but that is okay, because we bought in on the daily. What we do is we watch the weekly for confirmation, but we strike on the daily. Obviously, we would have got in, got out, got in, got out. So you're playing with a little bit of, you're being a little bit agile and during negative times, but ultimately we have kept you out of all the bad trades. So right now we're showing a daily buy. We bought in at 505. The Qs, same thing. We're about to turn green, but we got in around 424. IWM, still not showing a buy. We just turned red. I'm gonna say we're gonna wait on this one because we do not want to catch any downside on IWM. We don't want it to retrace back down to 133, 130. That might be the next level, but let's just wait until this flips again. TLT, definitely we've been out of this. As you can see, my signal was to wait. And we've got our first wait signal here at 92.39. Look how long we've been out of this trade. I've saved you, if you've been following me for the past few weeks, I've saved you almost 8% in losses. So that's really, really good. I think this is a really good time, though, to start accumulating, because if we do have a massive correction and the bonds market, totally flips, this thing's gonna scream. Last time we bounced, it was at $84. We hit 85. This might be a good time to start accumulating some shares. It could go lower, but just play it safe. TNA I said was a buy, not on a weekly, but on a daily. But we are removing that trade. And now, mind you, if you have the Polaris Trend Indicator, you're gonna see these in real time. So we would have got out. We would have got out yesterday, and I did not stream yesterday because I had a family emergency. We issued a buy on Tesla, not necessarily weekly, but we're being agile. But look at this, we just flipped red. So let's go back to waiting on these trades. This could be a good time, though, to start accumulating shares. To be totally honest with you, what I would wait for is, if it were me, I would draw a small Fibonacci. And if we don't get a bounce at anywhere between 241 and 230, I would then continue to wait for 166, 156. So there you go. So let's just wait on that. Amazon, we said this was a buy. Still showing weekly red candles, column, sorry, and we're just holding on by a thread. But currently, Amazon is still issuing a buy, so we're going to stick with that. I do like Nvda. I bought Nvda at the lows of $87. I would have bought at 90, but I actually was late to my trade, and I knew that we were in a discounted range, so I bought at 87. And here we are starting to pump up. That's green. These are green. Nvda is looking good. Apple, I have this as a buy, but only on a daily. But we bought here at 181.62, and now we're starting to roll up, so it's still a buy. Weekly on Alphabet, buy. Daily, buy. Meta, buy. Not on the weekly, but oh, now we're going to go back. Let's take some profits. You can take 50%. If you bought down here, you can take 50% now and then re-add on its way up. Microsoft, this was a buy. Daily, this was a buy. This thing's starting to run. SoFi, love this stock. Buy. I said it was a buy, not on the weekly yet, but this is a good time to take half profits and then turn this into a wait. So we're going to wait because we have a red weekly column and a red daily column. So if you bought somewhere, down here at 985, you could take a small profit, and hold half your position, and then maybe maybe your stop loss is where you bought or just under it, around 888. We're just managing risk at this point. I bought a lot of shares today of Nike. I bought 1,000 shares of Nike because I've been watching this crumble for a very long time. And if you go to the monthly, look at this. The monthly support is at $50. This thing bounced off of this order block here at 53.17. I actually scalped a good trade because all I did was I went to the 4-hour, right? Went to the 4-hour, grabbed the Fibonacci, down at lows, drew this up, and then it did not break structure at 52.53. So I bought back in on its, around here. So Nike currently, I think is a good trade to start dollar cost averaging into. I'm going to say this one is a buy, but you need to set up a stop loss for anything that rolls under $52. I said Palantir was a wait. Technically on the weekly, we're a buy, and daily, we were a buy. So yesterday, if you had the Polaris Trend Indicator, you got in at around $78, and now we're up to 86. AVGO, I'm very proud of this one. I've been telling you for weeks, don't touch, don't touch, don't touch, don't touch, don't touch, don't touch. Then we moved to a daily. We got into the discounted range, and then I said the first green candle you see, first green column you see on the Polaris Trend Indicator, strike, 153.20. We're up to 176. Same thing with URA. We got into this order block right here on a weekly. We're still not a buy, but on a daily, we're a buy. So you would have got in at 21.46. SMH, we said that this was a wait. Let's see where we're at. This is a buy. Yesterday was a buy. You would have purchased shares somewhere in the 188 range. US oil was getting crushed. I think this is a buy because we hit this discounted area on the weekly, and we rejected off of it. We just got to be very careful, but we issued a green column, so I believe we're going to start moving up. Bitcoin, weekly not a buy, but on the very edge of buying. And right here on the daily, we're buying. This is heavy red right here, this market bias, so it may hit this and roll back over. So I'm saying if you bought in here at 79,000, be very careful. Be very careful of breaking lows of 74. Ethereum, I said it was a buy, and it's in the same condition. Same thing goes for Ethereum as it does for Bitcoin. So guys, thank you very much again. Head over to the Polaris Trend Indicator. This thing works perfect. It's the only indicator you're going to need. It's only $1 a day. The link is in the description. You will not see it, but get in there. Thanks.